Hey auto detailers, I'm Oscar with detailgroove.co, and in this video we're going to talk about why not every customer is going to be happy with you or your results, and it's absolutely okay. Now before we get started, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I'll be pushing out a lot more content to help you start or grow your detailing business. Now in your head, you want everything to go great with every customer, but the truth is it's not. In the beginning phases, most likely you'll have really great experiences with every customer because it's going to be mostly off of word of mouth. Now, I could be completely wrong and your first experience with another customer could have gone horrid, but in my experience, that's how it goes. So in the beginning phases, you're going to try and please every customer with the best you can. Oftentimes when you're starting off, you'll do a little bit too much of what you're supposed to do and you make less money, but you want to either practice your skill sets or you want to just go beyond of what the customer expected, which is okay. And you can do this time and time again, but once you start to build your customer base and you start seeing a more consistent flow of customers, and more so of where they're complete strangers and not a word of mouth from a friend or family that you may have some connection with, oftentimes, not oftentimes, but occasionally there will be customers that are flat out just not the right fit for you. And it's not, maybe it might not be you, or it could be you potentially, but it could be that the customer itself is just not a happy person. They're bad with everyone, or they just generally did not like something that you provided. And what I want to talk about is you need to expect these experiences. You're a business, not a happy center. So there will be times where you're going to encounter a bad experience with a customer, and you need to have contingency plans in place to deal with that customer. Because you're most likely going to be a one-man shop, maybe a two-man band, and obviously you want to please every customer that comes your way with whatever service they want from you, because you want to make them happy, you want to get a good review, you want them to pay you, so you're going to do it the best you can to please every customer. But just know that this is a business. You are running a business, a profitable business that makes money. So just as any business, you will have good customers and you're going to have bad customers. And regardless of how they treat you, you need to have the utmost respect and carry yourself like a business and deal with that customer. It's business. It's nothing personal. Don't get all hung up and don't demotivate yourself to say you're not good enough or you did something wrong if a customer's not happy. You're gonna have those unhappy customers. It's not your fault. The only thing that you can put on yourself is how you handle it. So if a customer comes to you and says, hey, I don't like this service, I thought I was gonna get this, I'm not gonna pay you, I'm not gonna pay you as much, we agreed on XYZ terms, you always have to look at it that it is your responsibility to deal with that. Now, it's your responsibility on the back end once the customer is unhappy, but also realize that most of the things that happen could potentially be solved before it actually happens. So if there's an agreement between you and the customer where you're going to clean their interior or exterior or engine, whatever it might be, and you two agreed that you're going to do XYZ for XYZ dollars, it is your responsibility to make sure you two are completely in agreement and congruent with what's actually going to take place. Do not assume that other person knows what you're talking about or what you're referencing when you're explaining the services. You need to double check and triple check. Customer, are you sure you know what's going to happen? I'm going to clean XYZ. This is what you need to expect. This is what's going to happen. That way you're covering yourself all the way around. Don't give any assumptions that the customer knows what's going to happen before it takes place. That is the biggest thing that you can do in order to at least minimize any bad customer experiences. Because most of it is going to come down to either communication, whether it's their expectations are this and yours are completely left field or right field and they're not congruent with each other. Now this doesn't mean that you're a bad detailer, that you have a bad business, that you made a bad business mistake. It just means communication wasn't there and needs to be clarified. And as problems do come up, track them. Say, Johnny customer on this day was mad because he expected this, we gave him this, and he was mad. And you're not gonna have many of them, I hope. But as they do come up, just jot them down in a spreadsheet of some sort or write it down on a piece of paper to see if there's any pattern that's going on. Is it that for every interior cleaning that went on, and it was a bad interior, the customer was always unhappy because something specific? Keep it tracked. That way you have a log of, okay, why do we have so many customers getting angry or upset or mad or not having a great experience when they come in for XYZ service? That way you can learn and improve on each and every single car that comes in that are having problems. Again, it's always about tracking and improving every single day to be a better detailing business. So to wrap this video up, I will really emphasize that it is your responsibility to make sure it happens, whether before the problem occurs or after the customer has had a bad experience. You need to make sure that you as a business are the one taking responsible for everything that's going on. Because although it may not be your problem, maybe like I said in the beginning, maybe the customer himself or herself is just an unhappy person. They give everyone a bad time when they go into their business, into someone's business. But you still need to take responsibility for it, because you don't want someone else being in control of your business. You want to say, okay, this person did come in, he was angry, he's just not a happy person, but it is still my responsibility to do the best I can on the behalf of my business and my reputation to make it better. Now, let me know in the comments below on your experience with bad customers. How did you handle it? What effect did it have on your business, if any? So leave that comment down below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next video.